Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I am your boy, CDubb. How y'all doing today? We gonna start with these prospects. We gotta start with Khaman Maluach. And when you think about the prototypical center that we need on this team to go into the new generation of this team, this guy fits the bill. Youth, age, um, intangibles. This guy is what we need. But he might be a little out of reach. You know what I'm saying? He might be a little out of reach. We might have to, finesse a few things, maybe trade up or something. We got to do something extra to attain this guy. I do not think he'll fall to us. But let's talk about the kid. Standing at 7'2", 250 pounds. Khaman Maluach has a wingspan of 7 feet and 6 3/4 inches. Wow. He has a standing reach of 9 feet, 6 inches. Whoa. So he got the length down pat. Athleticism is crazy. If you haven't watched Duke basketball, anytime this past season, you're just not a basketball fan. They had the best player in the country in Cooper Flag. And with you wanted to see Cooper Flag, you couldn't help but see this guy right here. He sticks straight out. Now, his numbers, they ain't all that triple single status. 8 points, 8.6 points. I'm going to be fair here. 6.6 rebounds per game and 1.3 blocks per game. He shot 71% from the field for the season. 71%. 3 out of 4 shots for his entire Duke career he made. So, we ain't gonna play with you. I ain't gonna play with you guys. He's a dunker. He's an inside scorer. So that jump shot definitely need to be fixed. Oh, and while I'm talking about that, he's shooting 25. He shot 25% from 3 this past season for the Duke Blue Devils. That's not good, even in the slightest bit, even for a center. So everybody's not going to be perfect. He definitely needs to work on his shooting. Now let's talk about defense. Come on, guys. You know what we had in Nick Vooch. We had, what's my name? My man name. Zach Collins came in. He's not the defender this kid is, but he was better than Vooch, and you see how that translated on the basketball court. Khaman is, I would say, better than Nick Collins, bro. He's just better than Zach Collins. Excuse me. He has the length. He has the athleticism. That's something that Zach Collins don't have, and I'm not dissing Zach Collins. There's levels to this shit. Even when we talking about paint protectors, this guy's blocking shots. This guy's protecting the paint. He has the size to intimidate people trying to attack the basket. Not even blocking shots. The intimidation factor. He got a lot of Rudy Gobert and old school DeAndre Jordan in him. A lot of that. This guy has experience in big time games. He played in this past Olympics, and this South Sudanese team, they were dangerous, and it was fun to watch them. They pushed a lot of veteran Olympic teams to the max last season. I expect big things from them in the upcoming Olympics and World Games and things in that nature. Khaman Maluach is destined to be a Chicago Bull. I don't care what you got to do. Do what you got to do to get him. This will be a perfect fit. Plug and play. That's all it is. Let's look at a couple other things. Let's look at some of his strengths for Khaman Maluach. He has an elite physical profile. I told you guys, standing at 7'2", 7'6" 3/4 wingspan, weighing 250 pounds. He possesses the size and strength to be a raw. Y'all know we from Chicago, a raw paint protector. Rim protection and defensive instincts. He averages 1.3 blocks per game in under 21 minutes, showcasing strong timing and verticality. His lateral mobility allows him to switch onto guards briefly and recover effectively. Have y'all ever seen Vooch do that? I ain't even trying to troll, bro. Have y'all ever seen Vooch? His lateral mobility allows him to switch onto guards briefly and recover effectively. Have you ever seen Vooch show and get back to his man? I challenge y'all. Have y'all ever seen Vooch show and then get back to his man? I've never seen it. So that would be something different we will immediately see when this kid gets on the court, if we can get him. Efficient interior scoring. I already told you he shoots 71% from the field. He's shooting 71% for the shit. That means he don't miss, basically. Yeah, I know it's all paint shots, shooting layups. He's dunking on somebody's head and all that. But that's kind of like an old school big man. You know what I'm saying? He does have to learn a jumper, at least an 18-footer. But in this league, in this time and age, you got to be able to shoot like 2 to 3 threes per game. To stretch the floor, to space the floor out. So that's definitely going to be on the radar for this kid. He has to get that jump shot to a professional level for a center, because that has changed through the years. What do you think? A center should shoot like 35% now from three-point range? He got a long way to go. He shot 25% last year with the Duke Blue Devils. Offensive rebounding. With 2.8 offensive rebounds per game, he creates second chance opportunities, converting putbacks at a 69% efficiency. Well, no shit. He's 7'2", and he got a standing reach of 9 foot 6 3/4 inches. Young man at 18, I mean, jumping all over the place. So add that to the length, and you got yourself a player right there, bro. You talk about offensive rebounding, bro. Hey, Vooch a good rebounder, though. I ain't gonna lie. Vooch a good rebounder. I ain't got nothing to say bad about Vooch's rebounding, but I think Khaman couldn't be better. Sorry. High motor and transition play. He runs the floor well. You can't say anything with Vooch when it involves runs well. He doesn't run the floor well. He does not. Contributing in transition and demonstrating a high energy level on both ends. Wow! That got to be a unicorn. We haven't seen that in 4 years. Is that possible? Is that possible? It's time to turn the page. And it might not be, come on, Maluach. But I think this is the number one guy that can fit what we want to do in the future in this NBA. And that's Khaman Maluach. Let's look at some of his weaknesses. We're going to keep it fair. That's what we do here at Shabu's Podcast. Limited shooting range. I told y'all about that. He only shoot 25% from three-point range. Ain't no rookie. There's few rookies, maybe one or two in NBA history that came in ready to win. Magic Johnson won early. Bill Walton was ready to play. It's you know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect coming into the NBA, especially if you ain't like a top 5 pick or something like that, a top 2 pick. He got stuff he need to work on. He's 18 years old. He can work on that jumper. Anybody can improve in basketball. This kid, I will bet that he'll improve that jump shot before the season starts. The kid shot 12 of 25 in the NBA Combine. Take that for what it's worth. That's 43%. 43%. We don't even need that. We just need about 35%. Be respectable. Make your defender go out there and challenge. And that's the challenge to Khaman if we happen to get this kid. Offensive offensive decision making. He's a big guy. You know what I'm saying? And he a rookie, 18 years old. Sometimes he gets tunnel vision, bro. He immature. He will mature with the team that drafts him. And this is really not a big problem. I think you could say this about every rookie. Every rookie, even the best ones, 1 and 2, the first pick and the second. Cooper Flagg makes bad decisions because he's a rookie. He's young. They're going to make bad decisions. Look at your daughter or your son. How many bad decisions have they made this week? I'll see it in the comments. Defensive rotations. While a strong shot blocker, he sometimes struggles with defensive rotations, allowing 0.952 points per possession. That's in 28th percentile. Now, this is a little, this is real right here. Because that's the problem we have with Vooch. But I would bet in youth. They be like the CDubb. Stop being biased. I'm not being biased. He's 18 years old. He can learn rotations. Now, I know our coach is Billy Donovan. I know it is. But he can teach this kid rotations. We got players in the locker room that can help him get in the mix. It's a problem getting and rotating, because that's important in today's game. A lot of switching going on. When teams penetrate, you got to help the helper. Rotation. He can learn that, bro. This is the basics of basketball, bro. You never stop learning. But it is serious, though. Lower body strength. Okay, he's solid at 250, but this is a young weakness. He will get stronger, and that anchor will be harder to move off his spot. Khaman Malauch is the perfect player for the Chicago Bulls for the future. Don't you forget it. Hit that like button. Let's see if the Bulls can pull something out of a top hat, and pull this off. Wow, that'll be amazing. I'll give y'all props, AK. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see y'all on the next one. For sure.